Now, I want to answer a question from my man Mitch. You asked if I could talk about the cognitive and mental health effects that I experienced before my reboot and during recovery. And I would say that in my teenage years and my depth of porn addiction, I experienced poor working memory. You know, I couldn't focus on anything, and specifically, and probably the best example of this was basketball. I was a passionate basketball player. It's what I wanted to do as a kid. I wanted to be a pro player when I grew up. But in high school, when I was severely addicted to porn, looking back in retrospect, I had no idea at the time, but it was clear that my ability to focus and retain information during basketball practice was terrible. I remember the coach yelling at me so many times because I couldn't remember the basketball plays. You know, working memory is your ability to retain information and keep it in mind while you are faced with challenges and, you know, given tasks. Remember details while you're trying to accomplish a goal. And I think basketball practice is perfect for this because we would learn plays and how to react when defenders did stuff. I could never remember what I was supposed to do in the play. And, you know, a lot of the other players on the team had no problem remembering this and knowing what to do. And I could never realize what my problem was. Like, why was I so brain foggy? Why couldn't I focus? And I think looking back in retrospect, I can definitely attribute that to two things: porn and video games. They both severely negatively impacted my ability to focus and my ability to have mental clarity when needed, when I needed to, you know, accomplish a goal. And I think that was most clearly shown in basketball practice. And as far as my mental health and recovery, it was even worse. I think there's two reasons for that. One, just the general stress everyone would feel when you have a sexual dysfunction and being in a really dark season of life. And then the increase in stress neurochemicals, stress and anxiety that I was feeling from giving up my addiction. I think both of those things, you know, combined to make recovery hell. And I couldn't focus on anything. I got a new job a couple months into my reboot. And some of y'all might have heard me tell the story, but I broke down and had a panic attack at one point. I went into the alley and just broke down crying in the fetal position. And I was just so stressed. My mind was everywhere. I couldn't focus on anything. My boss was mad. You know, he would get angry at me for not remembering the simplest task that he had given me for the day. And I just was having a really hard time learning what I needed to do at my job. And another clear example of poor working memory. But the good news is that if you abstain from porn, a lot of rebooters have posted their success stories of how these negative effects go away. And you once again regain your focus, regain your mental clarity, regain your motivation and your zest for life back. That happened with me, and I believe it can happen to everybody that stays the course and sticks with the rebooting process. Alright y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed that clip. It was from my recent Patreon exclusive Q&A video for my patrons. If you would like your question answered, please consider supporting me at patreon.com/GabeDeem. And your support also helps me raise awareness on the potential negative effects of porn and create helpful content for those struggling with the porn problem or in a relationship with someone that is. And yeah, that's it for this video. Much love. Bye.